€63 million paid for Hova Hamster. A 7-year contract was signed. Chelsea welcomed 10th new signing this summer. Petro Neto total amount that requires Trung Sun Stafford. Through the summer transfer window. 2. They went to the market and I want to buy everything in the supermarket and go home. It didn't stop there. Information from Fabrizio Romano also said Chelsea are still in the process of buying German Raffelix for Felix Dock at Stafford Bridge. In the coming time, the Blue as his first army could reach 47 men. A small number of hitherto. According to the rules of British Premier, is only allowed to register a maximum of 25 players, of the summer transfer window. Means a lot. Among the new recruits Chelsea just bought, some people will definitely not be registered waiting behind this mass hunting policy. Maybe it's the president's plan. The busy summer of the American boss. There's no sign of cooling down. Millions of chi was shown when Chelsea up to £51 million for Ronaldo. Over there, he beat a lot of big-name teams in the race, signed by the Portuguese player. Former quarterback of Queen signed a 6-year contract. Comes with a 1-year contract extension option. This is Chelsea's familiar tune. Under President Paul, they spend a lot of money to get new recruits, but also cleverly binding you like a very long-term contract. If teams want to buy players from Chelsea, they're going to have to spend a lot of money to break the contract. It's also a way for Chelsea to cut costs, avoid getting caught by financial justice and the rules of the punitive Premier League. However, the purchase of players is ridiculous. Is making Chelsea's squad very confused and entertained. That's one of the biggest consequences of this policy. The ones who suffer the most are probably the training staff, when they're stuck in their hands. All the players at the same time. Maybe I don't remember all the names. He was appointed earlier this summer, but no one knows Angel Malaska. Be sad or be happy. We're constantly getting new recruits. Better to buy wrong than to miss. Most of these players, they're all pretty strange names, even anonymous to the fans. Olmachi Kelena partly. Ask anyone who has known these players. Past days, the audience had to continue. Search on Google Tired Hands to get more information about Chelsea's new recruits. The team consists of 46 people. Old, young, big, babe have enough names. Heavy, emerging also have the thickness of Chelsea. Maybe for the rest of the world. Have to call by phone. However, in fact, there seems to be excess, but lack of substance, especially when you look at the defenders. Chelsea have 14 players, including 9 center-backs, 5 point guards. The most famous of these is Rich Charm. I've just been reported to have a hamstring injury. Not sure if the career is back. Other central defenders from Aktai Shachi, Party Uabadi Achi Pair, until West Lipofana. None of these bring peace of mind to the True Blues. The case of West Lipofana. Chelsea cost £75 million, but he missed the entire season due to a serious injury. The soldiers have just been brought back. Also proved to be too immature when given a chance in past friendlies. How to defend the insolence of Chelsea defenders that made Angel Maresca speak of the near sun. It was one of my first studies. It's about how much you lose that we had to receive last year, with Chelsea's defense rising. It's a habit that started last year, or from years before that. I don't know. And the present, we're trying to lower our defenses more than usually about 4 or 5 meters for quick advantage. Last year, Chelsea lost a lot of goals with this problem. The players are always on the rise, and when the opponent counterattacks or can't run back to fill the gaps, hope we can solve this problem as soon as possible. To bear the consequences. If to put Chelsea's current central defenders in the third team last year, they can only carry sandals for the Antonio Rudiger. Thiago Shiba, there is Seria Attiliguida. The only name, let the True Blues rest assured, it's Levi Cowell. But overall, the quality of Chelsea defenders is very alarming. Strangely, though, the president of actively increased the firepower for the sentence line. Pronet. Chelsea will likely continue to reunite with Raflik. This is leading to an excess of strikers, staff or bridge. Veronato docked in London. That's when the question mark is switched to Mikhailo Muris. 100 tubers. The Ukrainians have yet to prove anything since joining the team. No club has spent close to €100 million to buy a reserve player. That's when the problem was posed to Chelsea. How are they going to deal with Boris's case? Between the time of the new captain, Ong Zomashka, former, and Christopher Nkunku, very high ability. There will be two names at the top of the line. Then the competition will be intense. Between the other two, divided by more than 10 players. Do you remember Romelu Lukaku? Throughout, the American is still on Chelsea's staff. Past days, Chelsea and Napoli. They are talking about exchanging Lukaku for Arsenal. However, the latest developments suggest that the deal has stalled. Not to mention the high-wage cases. As a small contribution, like Raheem Sterling, to believe the public call, you will definitely have to find a way. Push away players who are no longer part of the plan, the staff or bridge. Stifling and the rookies arrive in droves. Many people joke that Toppoli was laundering money, because with that much trading. Maybe Chelsea doesn't have a fair financial law. Sell, in fact, since the beginning of summer. Chelsea have sold Mason for Ostonella, Luis Howe for Newcastle. Help them raise more than 120 million euros. If you succeed, push Lukaku. More people travel Chalobah. For the rest of the market, Chelsea promises to have a good pocket. There's a story about American bosses. It's never to ask them how to do business. Not to mention Chelsea's performance on the pitch. We're just talking about business here. Toppoli is making a long-term investment plan since taking over at Stamford Bridge. Because American businessmen are constantly buying potential in the affordable price range. Always sign a long-term contract. For 2-6 years is the usual time. As with Chelsea players over the years, recruits always have to put pen to paper. Sign a contract for 6 to 7 years. Chelsea certainly don't use all of these rookies. Instead, someone will be retained. Someone's been pushed along with the borrowed to make dogs. A very powerful team of mercenaries across Europe in a hurry. This man will help Chelsea. It will be profitable for many years until it is American economic agenda. It's less than a week. Chelsea will enter the elite campaign when the complicated problems behind the scenes still needs to be addressed. They met the current champion Man City. Not many people believe in the power of surprise. Manchester teachers and students, because AI also understands the power of the king. After a season 8, for being stuck with the reign of Mary Super Grantino, Chelsea have entered a new era. Angel Maresca is getting a lot of expectations by the football philosophy inherited from Pep Guardiola. The coach is active step by step, faking the headache problems of the Western team. London is not an overnight story. It takes time to be patient. Angel Maresca needs more time. Whether Toppoli is giving or not is another matter. Ruthless coach rotating furnace at Stamford Bridge. Always turn on the switch at any time. Let's wait and see Chelsea. What squad will they bring to the next Premier League?